All right, this is June 2nd, episode 42, and here's some of my best help. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm sanding all of this, long story short.
What grit?
120.
120?
Yeah.
And then 220. Getting it ready for primer, right?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm putting, I need to turn this down. So, this is my daughter, Allie, and she's doing some more sanding for me, saving me some time. So what I'm doing is putting more light body filler, just kind of blending the panel now along the rocker there. I put some more on the front fender here, and I'll sand that down probably tomorrow. I'll let it sit, or maybe later today, but trying to blend that in to make it look like this panel here. Same kind of stuff here, just kind of, adding some filler there. That was low on that side. Trying to blend in this panel back in here. I've got my body line chiseled out with the this little tool right here. This thing is a gem. I think me and Claude use this thing more than anything else. But anyway. And back here, it was a little bit low down in here, so I put another coat there. Just kind of trying to get things generally flat before I put a coat of primer on it and then start really showing what's going on. So same thing over here, got the body line recut in. Actually, it just up here because I filled to blend in the panel from the weld that's on top here. And, had to recut the line there so everything will look nice. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Once we're done for the day, done sanding, I'm gonna open the garage door, blow everything out, and then I'm gonna put a coat of the truck bed liner on, which is up here, this truck bed coating. This is put out by, or through Harbor Freight. Read a lot of really good reviews about it too, and it's a lot cheaper than some of the other stuff you can buy, so. I'm into saving money at this point, so anyhow, that's what we're doing, and see you soon. What you doing, Carter? All right, Allie's got this sanded all the way with 120, and I'm gonna blow it off and then sand it with 220, or maybe let her do that. Got some self-etching primer over the bare metal spots, which was pretty much all over the store, around the window frame and so forth. So what's next for this door actually is a full coat of 2K primer, and I have to prepare the other side as well because I haven't sanded it yet. The back side of it, interior side. See, Carter got this all sanded for me, so I believe it's ready for a coat of 2K primer. I'm sure it'll reveal a few things there. This I've got pretty much flattened out. I believe it's fairly flat now. I went ahead and wrapped around a very, very light coat of skim coat of regular lightweight body filler on this panel because there were spot welds right here for one thing, so that needed to be covered. And just to get something over that bare metal besides just self-etching primer. because that filler is supposed to go right over bare metal, so that was good. I just didn't have quite enough to do this, but I'll sand that. Probably do a very light skim coat over the whole thing again. Very, very light. Got this almost where it needs to be. I believe, I mean, I feel a little bit of something in there, but I almost want to get some primer on it and start block sanding. So what I'm going to do now is actually sand this other side. I put some more lightweight body filler here, trying to get the contour on this part of the fender, just like the other one. So, and it was a little bit low here still, so I'm working on that. So I'm probably going to sand that right now. I also put another full skim coat across the whole rocker panel there, again, to try to, you know, get the whole panel to be one contiguous, you know, film of body filler there. Again, very, very light, just to kind of tie everything in together. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and sand that back and sand this, see what I have, and decide from there. I may wait till tomorrow even to go ahead and coat this inside with the first coat of truck bed liner, because obviously there's a lot of sanding dust in the air, and all it's going to do is fall right back down onto it. So once I coat that, I'm going to want to cover it in plastic so it doesn't get a bunch of dust on it. So I guess, I don't know, I'll probably put that first coat on tomorrow after all, since I'm still dealing with these things here. All right, here we go. Well, I got my buddy coming here. It started raining. He came in the garage to hang out with me. Hey, Casper. He's a good boy. He's a big old boy. All right. So I'm going to stop here for today. It's a good stopping point. I got everything sanded down. This side is really almost there. It looks real flat. It feels real flat for the most part. I think it's still a little bit low over in here, but I can't get too thick with the body filler here, or I'm gonna have problems. So this fender just somehow was turned in, but it is what it is. So, but other than that, this rocker panel's nice and flat. This panel's flat. I'll put another real light skim coat over this whole thing tomorrow, and then of course clean out my line there, my body line. This is flat. It's coming out real nice. So there's some areas where the filler had, you know, broken, not broken, but where it wasn't covered and dried that way. So I'm gonna hit this also when I do this side, just with another light skim coat, real smooth, you know, putting it down real smooth. And same on this side. I'm not going to put a skim coat on that. I think that's good to go. Probably put some on this though, because these are some spot welds from behind there. Actually, no, they're tack welds, because that's when I punched the holes in the inner fender weld so I could tack weld before I realized I had Claude's spot welder. Anyway, this down here is pretty flat. There's again there's a low area right here. You can see where I sanded with my inline sander. That thing is a gem. It really tells you where the low spots are already. You can see where the filler is dark. That means the sander wasn't hitting it. This is still low here, just like the other side. So I'll hit that again. This fender needs a little bit more work. I've got to get this. I never did get that. That's low there. Little dressing up this edge, although the mud guard covers that. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do a whole lot more with that than where it's already at as far as the profile. It just turns out that this side, right, or this portion of it here was high from pounding it out, and obviously I can't pound it back down in. Let me turn this crazy music off. That's better. Anyway, I don't know that I can do a whole lot more for the profile of that than what's already there without getting too heavy on filler in this area. This is where it needed to be contoured a little bit more, but it's pretty close. It's not going to be perfect. Not going to be perfect, but it's pretty darn close if you look at it, because this is rounded here, of course, but it flattens out, and that's kind of what I have over there. Again, it's maybe a little bit more on this fender there. It's a little bit more rounded like that, but again, it is what it is. It was a wrecked fender, and I wasn't about to pay to get a new one, so I did the best I could with it. So anyway, tomorrow, a little bit more finessing on the body work. I'm going to work on that passenger door to get it to that point as well. This roll bar is ready to go for primer, and once I get the last skim coats of filler on the body of the Jeep before I prime it, then I'm going to clean out the floor area and put my first coat of the truck bed liner on. Again, was going to do that today, decided to wait till tomorrow. So, all right, we'll catch you guys next time. It is Beer 30. Later.